Well, hello, Alan. See, I said I was going to do more videos. I said I was going to do an AEW Dark review. I am going to do an AEW Dark review. It will probably be tomorrow, but I got home from work and New Japan announced the blocks for the G1. So this next month, 2 months is going to be crazy because it's not G1. I believe Noah is having their tournament as well. Um, Champions Carnival is going on at the same time. You're going to have the ROH Pure tournament title going on as well. This is going to be nutty over the next, month. Plus, you're going to have the Game Changers doing their collective thing that they normally do during WrestleMania weekend, but since that didn't happen, now they're going to do it now. I believe that will be later this month or August or October. I can't remember when, but it's coming up as well. So lots of stuff going on. But G1, arguably like the time when craziness happens, all sorts of greatness over the last I don't know, I can't remember really when the craziness started. Craziness has probably been what, 7 years maybe. Um, but probably what, since Okada came back and won when he came back from TNA, it's probably like was the last kind of like, oh, it's the G1, and then I think after that it just turned into like what we think of the G1, um, and the craziness that will ensue. But we got both blocks, so let's talk about the blocks. Let's talk about Block B first. Yes, we'll talk about Block B first. We have Tanahashi. He will be, I would say, the guy. Though I'm guessing, Naito will be in that block as well. So, you know, either of them, and who comes out of this block, I have no earthly idea, to be honest, because we'll get to A block, because I would imagine the winner of this thing is coming out of A block. But we have Tanahashi, Goto, who is always going to give you pretty good stuff. Yano, who's there for comedy and to give people nights off, and the upset, and to be Yano. YOSHI-HASHI, who is there. SANADA, Naito, like I said, Evil, Zack Sabre Jr., one of my absolutely favorite dudes. I always root for him because he is one of my favorite guys. If you have watched me for a very long time, you know when Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness left Ring of Honor way back when. The two guys that I said should replace them were Prince Devitt and Zack Sabre Jr. And I said really Zack Sabre Jr. because at the time he was in Noah, they had to deal with Noah. It made sense. Didn't happen. I thought he fit what Danielson and McGuinness were. I thought that he'd be a really good fit. Didn't happen. But I've always been a big fan of his, so he would be my personal favorite. Then Juice Robinson, and then Kenta. Always loved Kenta, even though he hasn't had the best since he's coming back from New Japan. But part of that's injuries, part of that is he's older, part of that is just. But he's been still pretty cool as Kenta. But pretty good block. Keep in mind this is round robin, so each guy is going to wrestle every guy in that block. So yeah, we'll get Kenta and Tanahashi. That will be a lot of fun, I would think. Kenta and Naito, I think, would be pretty good. Zack Sabre Jr. and Tanahashi is always amazing. Naito and Zack Sabre Jr. will probably be really good. Evil versus some of these guys will be good. Goto will be good. I think this is the weaker of the two blocks, without a doubt, before I even get to the A block. But I think this will still be really good. I think there's still some probably good sleeper matches that will happen here. I'm not going to go through and try to figure out like when. I don't even know if they've announced when the matches, who will face who will be. I do know that I'm guessing all of the A block guys will be definitely one night. All the B block guys will be definitely another night. They're trying to keep the guys separate since there's so many people. But then we get to the A block, the craziness that is the A block. This is kind of insane when you think about it. Okay, so Kota Ibushi speaks for itself. Ishii speaks for itself. Okada speaks for itself. Shingo. Okay, right there. Just those four dudes. Just any combination of those four dudes, you're going to get insanity. Now we're going to add Yujiro to that. Taichi. But now we're going to add Suzuki. Okay, Suzuki and Okada always have crazy matches. Suzuki and Ishii always have crazy matches. I don't even know if Ibushi and Suzuki have ever had a match together, but that could be just insane as well. So yeah, and then Shingo and Suzuki, I can go with that. And now we're gonna throw Jeff Cobb into the mix. Yes, Jeff Cobb and Suzuki, I'm all about that. Jeff Cobb and Ishii, oh, I'm all about that. Jeff Cobb and Shingo, yeah, I'm about that too. So that looks really good. Then we have Will Ospreay, who this will be interesting. I mean, all of his matches will probably be absolutely outstanding, just because I imagine he's just gonna want to have outstanding matches. It'll be interesting to see kind of how people respond. Um, I mean, he made his bed. He's gonna have to lay in it. Kind of the way it is. And then you have Jay White, and Nightmare Baller on Twitter pointed out that that's his pick, but that's also his boy. I would think it would be Ibushi myself, but it all depends on what they have planned for Wrestle Kingdom, because the winner of this gets the shot at Wrestle Kingdom. So we will see. I think this A block, holy crap, this is going to be some insanity. And the fact that for the most part, I believe, I might be wrong, somebody point out if I am, I think most of these guys are pretty healthy, because they really haven't been, wrestling that much. I'm sure that within New Japan, even though there won't be, large crowds, they're still going to want to really push this. I'm sure this is like, I'm sure all year they've been like, this is really when it starts. This is when our year starts, because of everything that's happened. This now, and then we make the mad push to Wrestle Kingdom. So yeah, I'm all about this. I am all about this. And like I said, the next month, there's going to be lots and lots of stuff for probably the next 2 months. Just some insanity is probably going to happen. Because this is G1, very good chance. Match of the year is going to come from this. Very good possibility. And then, like I said, you had the other two tournaments, which, depending on what you think, I mean, I would imagine at least the finals of both of those will probably be something to watch. And then, yeah, for what else we get. But I just thought I would come on, talk about this. I'm very excited that A Block looks like this stuff. Like I said, I haven't really followed New Japan this year, so it would be really, really not okay for me to say who I think would win. But my pick would be Ibushi, because I think that's just a safe pick. But we will see. We will see what we will get. But yeah, that A Block. Oh, that A Block that's some serious stuff there. And I mean, it's not even like the B Block's bad. It's just that A Block. I mean, that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's got like. It's like that's deep. That is deep. I mean, except for Yujiro and Taichi. I mean, every dude on there is a fucking monster. That's insanity. And even though this is the year that I thought, just with everything going on, the fact that maybe they didn't have the full roster that they would have, that we might see them bring in maybe some people from the outside, maybe do some stuff that I always feel like New Japan needs to do, which is Japanese, it's, oh, we're only going to use our guys and our guys that come from our dojo, and maybe we'll bring in a dude every once in a while from outside. Really, I think they need to do some headhunting. There's definitely dudes outside the company who are excellent that, definitely I think could be in the company and would just add that much to it. But that's just me. That's just me being a big dream, because I do think that if you look at how they use the roster, for the most part, it's pretty good. It's not always great, but it's pretty good. But anyways, I've rambled long enough. But yeah, G1, it's coming. It's that time of the year. It's you know, stay up late, watch amazing wrestling, wake up early, watch amazing wrestling, try to catch up. I have a feeling with this A block, you're not going to be able to skip a lot. I don't think this is going to be one of those where you're like, oh, I'll only watch the really, really great stuff. I think this A block's going to screw some people up. I really do. But anyways, I'm out. Have a good one. Like I said, probably tomorrow I'll have AEW Dark review. So I watched part of it already, but not all of it. So anyways, I'm out. Have a good one. Oh.